So let's talk dairy. So what I've got here is I picked up some of my favorite ingredients, and I want to talk a little bit about what to maybe look for and choose when you're in the dairy section in the grocery store. So if you are going to get milk, buy milk, try to get organic milk if at all possible, because that way you can make sure that there, have been no antibiotics or pesticides or anything, added to it. If you can get raw milk, that is best, because then it's not been pasteurized and the nutrients have not been removed from it and then added back into it. You'll see a lot of milks have been fortified with, vitamin D, vitamin A, that kind of stuff, and it's usually because something has been removed and they're adding that back into it. Now, my preference is to use a nut milk, and I want to show you what one of my favorite brands is. This is Califia nut milk. This is a blend of coconut and almond milk, and what I love about this particular brand is that it is carrageenan free. Now, carrageenan is actually a substance that comes from seaweed. The issue is that it's not really digestible, okay? So it's put into things like almond milk, coconut milk, that kind of stuff to thicken it and to stabilize it, but it's something that you don't need. Actually, what it does is it turns on an immune response in the body that causes inflammation. It's been linked to GI issues like ulcerative colitis and GI cancer, stomach cancer. So stay away from that. Try to get a brand that says carrageenan free. As far as things like yogurt, there are a couple different options. So if you want to get a dairy-free yogurt, So Delicious is a great brand. When you're looking at yogurts, you really want to make sure that you're getting something that does not have a lot of sugar in it, because often the sugar grams can be kind of high. So try to get something that's a little bit low in sugar. Another option, especially for kids, that's really good as far as low sugar content is this Annie's strawberry yogurt that comes in the little tubes. I like to freeze these and then send them either to school with the kids, or we often put them in smoothies for them. This has 6 grams of sugar per tube, so that's not too bad. A couple of other brands. This Segus is one of my favorites. It is made from grass-fed cows, so that's really good. Doesn't have a ton of sugar in it. And then as far as if you want something for a substitute for sour cream, my favorite is to use Greek yogurt. And this happens to be my favorite brand, this Fage. So I would use that as a substitute for sour cream. Butter, if you're going to use butter in a dish, try to make sure you get grass-fed butter. Kerrygold is my favorite brand, and I always buy the unsalted so that you can control the salt that goes into your dish. Now, one last thing, or 2 last things actually, with dairy. So, cheese, if you're going to get cheese to use in a dish, try to buy block cheese and grate it yourself. Otherwise, there's stabilizers in there and things that keep the cheese from sticking together that are not good for you. And really fresh grated cheese tastes so much better. So just take the time. You can pop it in a food processor. It makes it really easy. Grate you a block of cheese for the week to use in different dishes. Eggs. Eggs are another, I love eggs. Eat them every day. Great source of protein. But there's kind of some confusion around, do I get farm raised? Do I get pasture raised? Do I get organic? So, what does all of that really mean? So, if you get free range or pasture raised eggs, that basically means that they are able to go out and roam freely and forage for their food. However, when you do that, there's really no consistency in that. So that if they say pasture raised, that means that they couldn't let these chickens out of the cage for 5 minutes a day, which is not a lot of time. So really, you kind of have to know your source. My best tip is to try and get that from somebody that you know locally that raises their own chickens. You just want to make sure that they have not been given any antibiotics and that they're not fed corn or soy. Now, if you're going to buy them in a grocery store where you don't really know the source that they came from, it is important to get organic and pasture raised. You can see that these say organic and pasture raised. So that basically means that they are fed an organic diet, okay, so they're not given corn and soy and they're not given antibiotics, and that they are also, again, pasture raised. So that's the best tip on eggs. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.